Now, these fancy restaurants always have a foie gras course. Foie gras, it's fucking delicious. I didn't know what it was for years. I just enjoyed it. It's this buttery, fucking fleshy thing. It's delicious. And then someone showed me a video. Do you know how they make foie gras? They get a goose and they step on its fucking feet and then they pull the goose's neck up like this and they get what's called a foie gras funnel, which is like a funnel with a big long tube, and they shove it down the goose's throat until the goose looks like a fucking sword swallower. And then they force feed the goose grains day and night, right? And then after that, they wire the goose's mouth shut so it can't vomit the food back up. Because of doing this, the goose gets cirrhosis of the liver, and the liver gets fat and yellow, and that's what gives it that buttery taste. My big question is, who was the first cunt to figure that out? Who was the first bloke just to walk up to his mates and just go, "Hey, guys! I was torturing geese, as I always do. And you would not believe the delicious side effects." Now, I don't believe in animal cruelty, but who here thinks that we should no longer test on animals? All right. They're what we call fucking idiots. If you're a fucking moron who just applauded, "There should be no animal testing," you fucking basic cunt. Now, I don't think we should test on animals for something as frivolous as makeup, but when it comes to medicine, what's our fucking other option? Let's just think of something really simple, like acne cream, right? You can't just get a cucumber, smear the cream on the cucumber, and go, "No change to cucumber. Ready for people." No, you got to start with a mouse, don't you? Smear it on the mouse, that mouse dissolves. First cream, not good. Then you get another cream, that mouse fucking multiplies like a mogwai hit with water. Better than first cream. Still not good. Then you get one where it works, there you go, that one's good. Then you get a rat, then you get a rabbit, then you get a cat, then you get a dog, then you get a primate, then you get a homeless person, a student, and then us. And that's how we have the medicine. So moving on, we go to fucking course number 6. I had also eaten her plate of fromage and her bowl of lactose. Lactose is now coursing through my veins. I am on borrowed time. And so I'm sitting there knowing, I'm just sort of like, all right, we'll be good here, we'll be good. No, I'm listening to, oh, that's interesting. And then the waiter comes up and goes, "Would you like a coffee?" And I went, "No!" "Just the check, please." So he gets me the check. Now we're gonna go back to my place. Now, I had been on a few dates with this girl. We'd always gone back to her place. This time was the first night she was gonna come back to my house. And I was happy about going back to my place because I know where all the toilets are, I know the distance, I know there's a lot of things that were going on there. And because she was staying at my place, she goes to me, she goes, "Oh, we have to stop at the pharmacy because there's a cream that I need, like a lotion type of thing." And I said, "That you need?" And I said, "You sure you don't want it?" And she goes, No, I need it." And I said, "I don't know if you know the difference between wants and needs. Like, if you need it, that means that you'll die if you don't have it. So, do you need it? And she claimed to need it. So, we drove off to the pharmacy. We get in there, right? We walk in, this Rite Aid, and there's just this wall of fucking lotions and all that type of stuff. And I thought she needed it so she would know which one to grab. But she's just sort of looking at him like this, right? And I'm doing the I have to shit myself box step. And she can't pick one. Now, this is the thing, is she has to get a lotion. I don't understand what's going on with the whole lotion thing with women, right? Okay, I've lived with 6 girlfriends in my life. Human fecal matter has filled the air. And for the first time, she gets her ass into gear and she goes, "Oh, fuck!" And she grabs the keys. And I went, "Oh, no, 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 no. No point hurrying anymore. You take your time." All right. Now, before I go, I'm going to tell a very, very quick little story. My mother passed away a few months ago, and when my mother died, look, my mother was never... Yeah, look, here's the deal. My mother wasn't a funny woman. She had no sense of humour, never found me funny. She never watched anything that I did and went, "That was funny." But she was always very supportive of me. And, you know, she was the only one in my life, the only one that I bagged on my mother so much. I called her Gunter. She was the butt of so many fucking jokes that I said. And I'll give her this. She never complained, not fucking once. She would watch this video, not once. So, I'd like to tell one story where she comes out of it a little bit cooler, right? Now, when I was about 13, my brother's about 17, we were home watching Star Wars, right? We were home watching Star Wars. I was on the throne of misery. My brother was on the couch watching Star Wars. My brother, Scott, who's a fucking nut job, right? He turns to me and goes, "Hey, Jim, get me a Coke." And I went, "Get your own fucking Coke. I'm not going to get you a Coke." And he goes, "Get me a Coke or I'll piss on the carpet." What? "Get me a Coke or I'll piss on the carpet." And I go, "I'm not getting you a fucking Coke." And he's going, "So you'd rather I just pissed on the carpet?" I go, "I guess that's what I'm fucking telling you." And my brother walks to the middle of the living room, stands in front of me, gets out his cock, starts pissing on the carpet, and he looks at me and he goes, "I don't know why you constantly find the need to cause trouble. It would have been so easy for you just to get a Coke, but no, not Jim, has to be difficult." Then he shakes his cock, puts it away, goes back, lays down. Now, this is the bit that fucking kills me. He doesn't get a Coke. So we're sitting there, you know, 40 degrees Celsius, no air conditioning, fucking a pile of urine in the middle of the living room just steaming upwards. Now we're probably on Return of the Jedi by now. My mum comes in and she does that thing what parents do when they have no words. She walks in just to see the urine in the middle and she went like this, "Why? Who would why?" And then she went, "Every fucking day it's something different. Every day." And then she went, "Who did this?" And I didn't want to get in trouble, so I went, "Scott did it." And she turned to Scott and she goes, "What did you do that for?" And he went, "I told Jim to get me a Coke, or I'd piss on the carpet. And my mother turns to me and goes, why didn't you get him a Coke? You know he's fucking mental. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Good night. I appreciate it. I really do.